I'm Allie Craig, and I'm traveling across the country to fix the heartbeat of the modern economy, the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are like no other business. It isn't just about selling a product or a service, it's about selling the experience, the relationship, and speaking to the social stories that hold the hearts and subconscious minds of our audiences. And it's these fledgling brands that must be designed as much for their audiences as it is for their authors if they're going to break the statistics and make bank. Having fixed countless brands over the last 20 years and worked with hundreds more entrepreneurs, founders, and startups, I know that I need to do something radical to get these brands and their founders back on track. Because in this age of social media where everyone is a critic as well as an instant expert, your business and audience can boom or backfire overnight. If I have any hope of saving these brands and transforming their businesses, I have to get these entrepreneurs to embrace the experience they are really selling and escape the mindset that all they are is just an offer. Hey everybody, this is Allie Craig and welcome to Fix My Brand, Allie Craig, where every single week we introduce you to another brand to show you where they have truly come from last May and April when their brands launched to today, what has the transformation actually occurred. And today we're supposed to be chatting with the amazing Lisa Rohrig. But because Lisa's brand is literally doubling her income, she's too busy to join us on set today. So I have some amazing behind the scenes to share with you. And more importantly, we have an amazing clip from her mouth herself saying exactly what she's up to and honestly what she's been able to accomplish with her new brand, the RFP Success Company. So when Lisa came to us, Lisa came with the business winning the business, and that's really what she was calling her brand. And though she adored her brand greatly, only she adored her brand. So check out where Miss Lisa really started. Week one is all around focusing on getting to know what each of the brands really want. She was talking all business all the time. And she even said it, she's a business junkie.
I am a business junkie. I got the entrepreneurial bug. So I said, this is where I belong. This is where I am supposed to be. It's absolutely my passion to own my own business.
At no point did she talk about herself as a woman, as an individual. And if we only build a brand completely based off of business success only, it's not a successful brand. Week one, when we talk to any of the brands, is we always talk personal first. Week 1 and 2 is always about what do you want in life and who do you want to serve. Week 1, week 2. Lisa didn't want to have anything to do with that conversation. She was Miss Business, Miss Practical all the time. And I had to get really real with her to say that, you know what? Business is great. Having profitable brands, it's what you need, or it's a hobby. But the big issue is that we can build a brand any which way from Sunday. We can build a brand that makes you $100,000 or $100 million. We can build a brand that makes you the $100 million, but will literally kill you and kill the life that you want. And that has been always my greatest struggle with Lisa and the RFP Success Company, and honestly now the family of brands that have been created from it, because I don't want her to get exhausted by her business. I want her to thrive with her business, not just financially, but personally as well. And when you don't add those personal elements into your brand and make sure that you're taking care of yourself first, it's way too easy to build a profitable brand that actually does potentially kill you, which is never a really good thing. Now, Lisa's old brand, she loved it. I so didn't love it because it didn't really reflect what she is and what she's all about. Here's what her old brand looked like.
I love the visual look of my brand right now. I have an amazing graphic designer who's done my brands, and there's been several of them over the years. She's done the visual, and I love my brand. So there's a, oh, holy shit, like what if it's not gonna be as cool, and what if it's not gonna be as bold and as, impactful.
She loves the design, she loves the color palette, she loves the verbiage, but yet she has pieces. None of it actually cohesively works together.
I piece things together, so like I'll do the business card over here, and I'll name my company over here, and then maybe I'll do a logo, and then once that's all done, I'll find somebody to do the business cards. And
does it work? No, Who cares if you love your logo because you love how the L and the R go together if it doesn't convey to the audience that actually pays you money that you are the powerhouse person, the go-to expert for your field. Getting rid of and releasing things that we personally love because it doesn't actually best serve what we want moving forward is a struggle every single brand has. And Lisa is no exception to this.
Holy shit, Allie's just really good at this. I have piecemealed my brand together, and this is all pulling it all together at once and doing everything at once so that it's cohesive. Allie just getting it so quickly, then helping me understand all of the pieces of the puzzle that I need to think about. That's huge and freaking amazing. Yeah, amazing.
As you can see, Lisa's old brand was a smidge schizophrenic. I mean, it was all over the place when it comes to the aesthetic, when it comes to the metaphors. Was it martinis? Was it winning the business? And none of it actually said how consolidated and concise she is with her information. Lisa is a no fuss kind of woman. She likes great bold statements, but no foof, no extra accoutrement. And that's exactly what, to me, her old brand really created. But honestly, getting her to see and to trust in the process that I understood exactly what she wanted to create and exactly what her audience wanted to have and receive was a bit of a struggle on the way because she was really, really attached to her old brand. And so having her faith and having her trust myself and the team as we were building the new aesthetics for the RFP Success Company was a great accomplishment for her. And honestly, wait till you see how far it's evolved. It's pretty killer and on point. Because the truth is that Lisa sees RFPs in such a unique and different way. Let's be honest, RFPs are boring. Requests for proposals are the most boringest topic you can pretty much have, especially when you're a small business. It's just lots of paperwork. It's about as fun as doing your taxes. Not so much fun for the majority of the people. But Lisa's spunk and her passion for it had to be shared, and that's exactly what we did. Let's show you how.
I am one of the unique people that actually loves RFPs. You know why? Because early in my career, I used to hate them, right? They were like this really heavy, arduous, pain in the ass thing. And when I finally flipped my mindset to realize that this is how I was going to get business, this is how we were going to get more business, the company that I worked for, we were going to get more revenue, we were going to be able to grow our revenue and our staff, we were going to be able to employ more people. And the more business we got, the more excited everybody was, the happier people were. It was just a really great culture and a really great environment, right? And that was all being driven off of RFPs, and I had control over that. How fun was that? So I learned how to love RFPs, and I did learn also that they don't have to be so hard. Are they going to be hard in a way? Sure, because we're dealing with a time frame, there's a lot of information, but what can we do to make it simpler for you to have more success with it? That's why I am in this business now. My ability to systematize and simplify things so that I can share that with you, and you can take that and make some really great strides in your RFP success. Look, it's really hard. I don't care how big of a team you have. If you've got 20 people on your proposal team, or if you're the solo business owner that is doing it all yourself, you can't be objective. We come in and bring an objectivity and a perspective that nobody else can give you, that you can't give to yourself because you're too close to it. And we can see things in a different way. We see things from a solution perspective. We see things from a how can you win this business and get more revenue perspective. How are you going to differentiate yourself against the competition and have, for the love of Pete, have some personality, right? How are you showcasing yourself, and how are you getting the evaluators to love you on the other end? That's what me and my team do. We want to make the wow factor on the other end. I don't mean wow factor from, oh my gosh, it's got to have all these pops of color and all these graphics. Sure, we can do that too. What I mean is that wow factor that when the evaluators are evaluating 5 or 6 proposals, yours stands out. That win for you and your company is going to help the bottom line, which spreads all across the company. So we want to be there to help your company and your team feel that excitement and feel that sense of pride and ownership in their contribution to the bottom line of your company.
One thing that was key when it comes to building Lisa's new brand, the RFP Success Company, was to show her spunk. And so creating really fun videos that kind of tell the truths and the myths that come around RFPs are a perfect way to show exactly what she's about, as well as showing her expertise and showing her personality. Because if you want someone who's boring, vanilla, and straight-laced, you don't want Miss Lisa. But if you want someone who's fun, energetic, and gets shit done, that's exactly who you want, especially if you don't love the RFP process. Now, along the way, when it comes to evolving her brand, Lisa did not offer really true e-products, services, or a community aspect. And she really wanted to, because with her existing business that she came in with, it was pure consulting. And though really profitable, the truth is that you run out of people and time at some point. So you have to find a way to leverage your ability. And so most people always do the e-product community/style solution. But as always, Lisa didn't want to be like everybody else. So when we began to have that conversation about what is this all evolving to, the RFP Success Company began to be the RFP Success Institute as well, which also began to be the RFP Success book and the RFP Success show. So her one brand of the RFP Success Company, which is her consulting services, began to morph off into other elements in ways that she could serve her audience depending upon where they were at, depending upon where and how she was meeting them, and more importantly, depending upon what their actual needs were in the moment, as well as their financial limitations or budget. And that was essential for her, because since the RFP Success Company has launched, she has gotten international clients, has won massive multi-million-dollar bids for her audience, and more importantly is getting on more and more speaking stages and partnering with other massive institutes who are actually helping in the RFP community. So see exactly how we took the one brand and made it into a family of brands. With Lisa's brand, our overarching theme is always about RFPs. So, together we discovered the RFP Success Company. The RFP Success book. The RFP Success Institute. So everything is always framed under RFP Success, because that is the term Lisa is trademarking. So moving forward with her brand, everything is very RFP Success conscious. What that does is it creates unity across all her platforms. Also, it's very clean and concise, very much Lisa. Now, when you look at all of these brands, you could find them that they could be slightly overwhelming. RFP Success Company, RFP Success Institute, RFP Success Book, RFP Success Show. But with it all being around the idea of the RFP Success, guess what? It's actually pretty smart. Number one, trademark one term. Number two, everyone knows she is the RFP Success expert. And that's exactly where she always wanted to be positioned. And since rebranding in that way, so many more amazing opportunities for speaking, partnerships, collaborations, and of course, clients have come her way. But they all have come her way simply because she decided and committed to stepping into truly visually representing her brand, her unique way. See how that looks. For her brand, for her websites, for the book, it's all about powerful color with lots of white space. Again, we're blending corporate and modernist together because that is really Lisa. But we are being very conscious about the visuals that we're using. We're using very minimal copy, only really talking to the pain and how RFPs can be overwhelming, and how what she does, no matter if you're talking about corporation, the book, or the institute, makes it easy by giving you systems and strategies. And that's what is crucial.
Hey everybody, it's Lisa Rehurick and I am the founder of the RFP Success Institute. RFPs can be a struggle, especially for the small business owner. You're trying to do everything. You don't have the money or the resources or frankly the time that you need to really put forward the best effort you can in RFPs. I hear it all the time. But you need those RFP, you've got to respond to them. You need that business, right? So where's that balance? And that balance really comes in getting some help. And how can you get some help if you don't have the money or the resources? It's all a vicious little circle. So the Institute was created so that you can have some resources available to you. We have broken down the Institute into bite-sized training depending on what you need. This is not like you've got to sit down and do a 1 hour long training course. They're all under 30 minutes. Most of them are like 10 to 15 minute bite-sized trainings. We give you trainings, we give you templates, we give you step-by-step instructions on how to do pieces of the RFP to help make you more successful. Hopefully you've got other people that can come in and do pieces of it, and we're going to train them for you so that doesn't take more time away from you in your busy day. We even have a quiz that you can take so that you can find out where your biggest holes are. Like, where do you need the most help? And it's going to guide you directly to the place in the Success Institute to get you started or your team member started. We can customize specific training just for your company. So this RFP Success Institute white label is a full comprehensive training solution and ongoing support system for your proposal team.
You have to fully embrace and embody your brand on all levels, from yourself personally as well as to your visual aesthetics. If that's your website, your postcards, your videos, your entire messaging. Yes, the visuals and the verbals must match and truly must be from your voice. And that's exactly what Lisa does with the RFP Success Company. No matter when or where or how you meet her RFP Success brand and the family of brands she has created, you know this is Lisa. You know you have met one smart woman who knows exactly what she's talking about on creating successful RFPs for you. And you know she has a lot of spunk and probably a martini in her hand. And that's so on point for Lisa, because you definitely know you're not going to meet someone who's meek and mild. Instead, you have a really bold powerhouse of a woman. So Lisa was so kind in her busy schedule to give us a little bit of a sneak peek behind the scenes on everything she's up to when it comes to the Institute, the book, the show, and with all her client work. So here it is from Lisa's own mouth.
So since the rebrand, a lot of really cool things have been happening. There have been a lot of people that have found the brand. The brand has a lot of credibility now, and people find my LinkedIn profile, go to the website. They can see that we are a legitimate company. And I've gotten speaking engagements, I've got training gigs, and we've gotten clients off of that alone. Because when you see a brand that looks real, it makes you feel like they're legitimate, but that they're not going to go away. There's a trust that's built there that, hey, this is a real company that's here to stay. So I think that that's been a huge help in getting a lot of clients. And I've got people that have said to me, we want you to speak just because we saw your videos on the website, or a lot of things like that, which have been really good. I've won business over larger, more established companies because we showcased really well with our branding, and our branding is fresh and bright and fun in an industry that's a little bit old school. And I think people love that about us. One of the stories that's really cool is that a group of guys out of Brazil, a tech company out of Brazil, well established there, were looking to bid on a proposal here in the U.S. And it was their first U.S.-based competitive bid, and they called us to see if we could help. And I was very clear with them up front that I didn't think they were going to win it. Our win per se was to get in the top 3, because it was a cold RFP for them. They had no relationships, and if you know anything about me and the company and what we talk about, which is you don't have much of a shot if you're bidding cold. So they were bidding cold. They hadn't built any relationships. They were new to the U.S. So I told them probably top 3. What was a really fun experience, they had never seen an RFP like that before, because in Brazil, the competitive bids are quite a bit different. So just being able to help them meander and work through that RFP and understand the US RFP types and processes and things that they're likely to see on any US RFPs was totally fun. And guess what? They won the bid. It was crazy that they won. They won largely on price, but they also showcased really well in the technical proposal, and that was darn exciting. So I would say that's probably one of my favorite wins, just because, again, they found us cold and we helped them bid cold, and it was a win-win all the way around. So a really great success there.
We are so excited here with the Fix My Brand Allie Craig team to see Lisa's success and to hear all about it, from the media press, the client work, and honestly the money. Yes, the money and growing your income is massively important. And so we are so excited for all the success that she's had now, up to date, and we know even more is coming her way. So we are so honored to have been part of that journey with her. And as I always say, I'm your branding girl for life as long as you want me. So I hope to be her branding girl for a very long time with the RFP Success Company. Now, next week, we are going to meet up with Dr. Megan Todd to see exactly where is she with her brand and her vision for helping creative entrepreneurs truly harness their work and make profitable incomes with it. Wait till you see where Dr. Megan Todd is. We'll see you then.